and valleys wait for the dawning. Our land is hushed and still.
Reverend Dr. Ellen Konyak Jamir will be sharing hers.
One night in the month of May 1987, my family and I were woken up from a deep sleep. I was a young school-going kid then, and all of us 5 siblings with our parents woke up to the commotion around us. As I opened my sleepy eyes, I was shocked to see many men in uniform searching all our rooms for things unknown to us then. They ransacked our whole house, and after a while, left with my father. Later on, we found out that Dad had been imprisoned, and they kept him away for 15 days, during which he was interrogated. Many people who knew us back then, and our family ourselves, we were in shock and in fear. You see, my father, Reverend Chingang Konyak, was the Konyak Bible translator at that time, and he and Mom committed to serving God and church and brought us up in that way. As a minister of God, he served and continues to serve the church and our society. He was also part of the peace talks as a mediator between the government of India and the Naga political group, then the NSCN. I remember he would be gone for days, weeks, and sometimes months for such work. I also remember he put his life at risk and being nearly killed one time in the deep jungles of Myanmar during one of the mission trips. He was also misunderstood at times. When my mom took me and my siblings to see Dad in the prison, I remember going there with a very heavy heart. His beard has grown and he looked different, but I vividly remember his countenance that day. He was the same reassuring father I know. As we spoke to him worriedly, he said to us, "Don't worry, be strong. It's all in God's hands. Keep praying, be strong." That's what he said. I know I'm not the only one with a story like this in this room. Many of us have been directly, as we have heard from our testimonies, friends' testimonies, or indirectly affected by our ongoing Naga struggle as a nation. In a troubled land like ours, it is easy to succumb to our circumstances. It is easy to lose hope and find life meaningless. It is easy to nurture apathy, distrust, fear, and misconception about ourselves, about others, and about our systems. It is easy to be stuck in the past and unable to pave a positive future for ourselves. It is also easy to deny the past, erase past traumas from our consciousness, yet struggle with the consequences of doing so. When we are unable to build a verbal narrative of our painful experiences, symptoms will appear eventually. However, we have a choice not to do so. A choice to rather seek understanding, forgiveness, and goodwill. Life opportunities to do good and to do goodwill and to pursue goodwill exist. I found out this simple truth from my parents' way of living, as well as I found myself in places I never imagined I would be. For instance, places like the refugees, the Karen refugees, working among the Karen refugees in the Thai-Myanmar borders for a couple of years, or going on mission trips to the Native American folks in South Dakota, All these experiences helped me realize that even in the depth of hopelessness, people can still rise above their circumstances and pursue hope or find hope. Not that people in those places were not dying, where humanity is at its worst, yet the power to survive as a nation exists and enable hope to be realized. Being on this journey with FNR, Forum for Naga Reconciliation, has also opened my eyes and my heart to our current circumstances. I know many of you present here and all around us have made immense sacrifices and invested your lives for the common good of our Naga people. With your common commitment to the process, our Naga-ness and what we are still exists. However, one thing I observe, if you will, is the way we are forging ahead. There is the need to reason together, to address the unspeakable truths or traumas of our past, to listen, to understand, to work out our differences, to strengthen our bond, and to restore our relationships individually as well as collectively. And that is my hope.